Double Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, heavyweights, important information. We got that fight with Anthony Joshua April the 13th, but we don't know who the opponent going to be. We've been saying it's going to be Dillian Whyte, for the longest, no matter what's going on. But, Jarrell Miller's in the mix, to fight in Madison Square Garden, maybe. And they might move it, put somebody else there in Wembley. Who knows what the scenario will be. But some new news is this. Dillian Whyte is upset because he said he got him an offer from Anthony Joshua. And he said it's utterly ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous and arrogant. That's what he says about the offer. So he's not happy with it. He said there should be some common ground, and he explains why. I put one of the articles in the description box. Y'all check it out. But he's not happy with it. He thinks, that Anthony Joshua doesn't want the fight because now he's a hard fight right now for Anthony Joshua, and there's easier fights for Anthony Joshua to have. That's what he's telling you now after getting these offers. Let's see what happens going forward with those offers things, if numbers come out or whatever. But, something very pertinent is he said he got way more for fighting Chisora. So that can kind of tell you what. They never knew the numbers for Chisora and Dillian Whyte. Anyway, I would like to know those numbers for Chisora and Dillian Whyte, though, for another reason, to see what Chisora ended up getting, because I'm thinking they got close to 50%. And my reason I told you before, right? Because they didn't want to try to fight Ortiz. Boom. But anyway, the thing is, where are we now? What did they offer Dillian Whyte? Whatever it was is ridiculous, utterly ridiculous, and arrogant. Okay. But here's the other deal. The flip side of this. You're looking at Dillian Whyte. Right? You're waiting now for Anthony Joshua to give you an offer. If you're in a mandatory position, you get a certain percentage. And Dillian Whyte has had all the opportunities in the world to get in the mandatory position. IBF champion Kubrat Pulev, about half a year ago, he could have went to Bulgaria. He'd have got 300,000 or something. Go to Bulgaria, beat him. You are the IBF mandatory right at that point. Right there for Anthony Joshua. Have to go away for one time to do something what Alexander Usyk does in his sleep. But once, just do it once, come back, you're in that position. Okay, you want to get Deontay Wilder. Could have fought Ortiz just instead of Chisora. Boom, you in line to fight Deontay Wilder. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Matter of fact, April 13th, you beat Lewis the Gorilla King Kong Ortiz. Everybody gonna be saying, Anthony Joshua, you better fight this dude because this dude is bad. So there's another thing. Then, also, the mandatory for Deontay Wilder, Dominic Breazeale asked you, hey, you're the second one, I'm the first one, let us fight. There's no discrepancy. Neither did Dillian Whyte want to do that. It's other things. You're fighting Joseph Parker, cool. But it doesn't put you, or just put you in position to talk, but not the mandatory position. And now, that's why they can offer you what you want, instead of being the mandatory. Whose fault is that? There was a lot of opportunities. So, you can look at this both ways. At the end of the day, he hasn't got a good offer. He could have had a mandatory percentage, which would have been at least something, right? So we'll see what happens going forward. Who Anthony Joshua going to fight? It's an interesting thing. I just think that, the British going to have to be thinking, well, there's some stuff that went down with some Anthony Joshua offers. They can be utterly ridiculous or arrogant. Seems that it might have happened again. Double Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.